Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Khosla Bhargava, founder and principal architect of Khum Consultants, an architecture and interior design firm. I was in Mumbai recently and staying quite close to film director Zoya Akhtar's sea-facing house. The house exterior, it has such a friendly, down-to-earth vibe, and it got me thinking that does this vibe extend to the interiors as well? Luckily, her house has been featured by Asian Paints Where the Heart Is, and today I'm going to be reacting to their video. I've linked the original video below for you to watch, and now let's get into the reaction.
This is my living room. This is the lounge. That's where we eat, dining area. So in my living room, this wall was like a thing. It was like the largest wall right now in this space, and I didn't know what I wanted to put on it. Till it doesn't feel right, you don't want to put anything, so I leave my walls blank. My walls are all white because
So this house has a distinct Indianness about it. Now you must be thinking that it's a strange thing for me to point out. An Indian house should look Indian. But that's not what we generally see in a decor. Mostly we in India, people buy their furniture like the sofas and the beds, which are based on European models, and the Indian elements, they come in through the accessories like the art, the rugs, carpets, cushions, etc. Now but if you look at this setting, this solid wood bench with the dari and the cushions, it creates a very Indian look. And what I find a bit unusual is that the dari, it has been pushed under the bench. Now this is not commonly seen in India because we like to sweep and mop our floors every day and roll up the carpets and rugs. And obviously it's very difficult if we have to move heavy furniture to do that every day. But the place that we do shove rugs under the furniture and sometimes even beyond it is when we wish to define a certain seating space. So the rug actually defines the seating space. Are you enjoying this reaction? Well then press the like button and subscribe to my channel.
I like color coming in with different elements and textiles and art. If I want, I can change this room overnight. I love these chairs actually. They are like these 1950s Aviator chairs, and they're like metal and leather and wood, and they've got a bit of a bounce when you're on them.
I'm seeing these Aviator chairs after a very long time. So they give you a little bounce like what Zoya said, and it's a slight rocking motion when you sit on them, because if you see the back, it doesn't have any leg supports. And it is balanced because of the base which extends right till the back. Clearly they seem to be a big favorite with her, and they're used a lot because even the leather has worn off.
I think they break my room up, which is why I like them, because it's quite formal and the seating is quite classic. So I think this just funks it up a bit.
I love this room decor. It's neat, uncluttered, and I love the blank wall behind the bed headboard. So, and all this art which is lined up on the side, it's giving a very peaceful look. Also, this way of arranging art lined up on the side is very interesting. It sort of helps to put up a lot of paintings without looking too much, and it speaks a lot about Zoya's own personality. She's trying to make a statement that, oh, I have all my favorite pieces beside me, and I think it's a great design.
This is the guest room on the right. This is where all my friends come and stay. It doesn't have a sea view, but there's something cozy about it. It used to be Farhan's. I mean, it still is Farhan's if he wants it.
Now look at this wooden chest and the worn leather chairs. This distressed look in leather, it's created by using the two-tone in the stains. And it gives an impression that it has been used over time. So I'd like to digress and mention that time, it can also be marked in an interior not just by using furniture or decor elements which belong to certain eras, but by using distressed finishes in paints, polish, leather, etc. Interesting, isn't it?
This staircase, when we were kids, used to be spiral actually. And we changed it like about 12 years ago, I think. Like it took up a lot of space, this entire area. There was no space under it. So we got rid of it and then we made it wooden. Also, that staircase was not my favorite because I fell off it and cracked my nose.
So this wooden staircase, it really adds a lot of lightness to this space. But of course, wood stairs, they require a lot of maintenance, especially in areas like which are sea facing and they have a high moisture level. And clearly Zoya loves a lot of wood. It has a very warm and sustainable look, and I'm loving this cane lamp. I think it's really adding to the vibe of the place.
I like natural elements. I like stone, I like wood. I like it. I think there's a certain warmth that it brings to the house. I like it. This is my comfort zone. This, like if you blind me right now and ask me where what is, and I know everything that's in this room, everything. This table is actually a Naga bed. It's just carved with one tree trunk. This massive tree, and they've just carved it. It's got no hooks, no joints, nothing. This couch is my second home.
So a bit of color, it's now crept into this decor with this ochre couch. But what I've noticed is that she really loves the blank and the emptiness and the plain. So here, just see that the middle part of the couch is the solid color. Even the cushions in the middle part are in the plain solid colors, and this is being accentuated by the solid wood in front of it. The designed cushions, they've been moved to the side. So she keeps bringing in this blankness in the focal areas and moving design to the fringes. Nice.
So this is the room where a lot of the writing happens. This is a room where a lot of the hanging happens. This is the room where movie watching happens. Okay, I'm going to show you something. At the risk of being called a hoarder, all these cabinets are full of DVDs and I can't get rid of them. I just can't. They're all my films. So all my film collection is here and I will not get rid of them.
So this is not called hoarding, Zoya. This is called passion. Passion for your work, and what's life without passion? What's creativity without passion? So although she's stacked so many films, but she doesn't like them cluttered, so she's covered them with all these shutters. Of course, I feel that these cabinets, they could have been more creatively designed, and that would have really added to the room. So Yoda seems to be everyone's lucky charm right now. I know friends who've been knitting, sewing, crafting, even Yoda during these lockdowns. I'm sure all of you know about Yoda, but just in case if you don't, well, he's a character from Star Wars and supposed to be really wise.
This is the extension. This is the study. This is where all the books are. This is where between here and there all the writing happens. I have a lot of books. I follow a lot of photographers. I have a lot of cookbooks. I'm not crazy. I won't not lend something, but I don't like losing books. Like I don't care about clothes, really. So I mean, if you take it and I don't get it, I'm fine. But I don't want to lose my books and I don't want to lose my films. So if you take my books and you don't return it, you're not going to be invited at the next dinner party, for sure.
So this library, it seems to be her comfort zone. She's surrounded herself with all her books. All of them are at a height where she can easily access them, refer to them whenever she wants to. But then, as a designer, I feel that this space needs to be a little more organized, maybe lots more organized. And while I know that people who love books, they just absolutely hate if anyone wants to reorganize it for them, and they know that they can find everything that they want which is within their reach. But then a well-organized library, it creates a huge design statement. It's through the lines of the books, the colors of the books, and I think that creates a very aesthetic pattern. In fact, even wallpapers are available which have a pattern of these, books like a library, and they're really popular. But yes, the library should be well organized.
I have many favorite things and they keep changing. Currently, they are these two images. This was like the first screening ever of a 3D movie. This is my room, and this is my sanity in this city. I've got the sea right outside, and it's bliss. I want to use my room only to.
So this room, it's predominantly white and wood, and although this is a very classic and rich combination, but this room lacks the freshness and crispness that is associated with these colors. I think Zoya needs a renovation.
Sleep. I don't work here, I don't hang here, so this should just be like my sleep sanctum. I've always had a globe or a map. I had this big globe when I was a kid that had a light in it. I just always feel like I can travel the world without leaving my room. It's lovely. I always decide where I want to go. When the shit goes down, you can look at this and I'm just a dot, It gives you perspective. So get over it. You're just a speck, a dot.
So I don't like this map in her bedroom. So as Zoya says, we are nothing but a dot, a speck in this universe. A map, it's a very geographical and man-made depiction of the world, and I think that your personal space, it's your own domain. It's a place where your mind connects with the cosmos at large, and I think that she could have done with something which was more deep, more esoteric, which could evoke the same feelings.
At the end of the day, this is where we hang out. Every time there's a dinner party or party, everyone ends up here. So this is the part that I'm most chuffed about. This is the part that makes me feel really lucky to be in Bombay and blessed and have a space outside. So I thank my parents every day for this. It's very green, it's really pretty, and that's my mother because she's the one in the family with the green thumb. It's nice to have a little patch of grass in the city.
So this open courtyard, this frangipani tree, that's the one which I can see from outside. It's quite unbelievable to have a space like this in this congestion of Mumbai. But here too, I think that some landscaping needs to be done. The plants, they need to be coordinated together with the planters and the clumps in the grass. So I think a little more work needs to be done for this very, very beautiful space.
This house has always been an open house. Even when we grew up, it was an open house, and I think it's just continued to be one. And obviously, people that come in and out are people you love and trust, and I like that. I think everyone in my house likes that. In a sense, to have a place where people we love can come anytime.
Zoya's house has a very warm, friendly and lived-in vibe. It has a very comfortable feel, and I know that many of you will identify with the comfort that one derives from surrounding yourself with your favorite books and things. But what's important is that one should not lose the freshness and the crispness of the place. One can still have a lumpy sofa, distressed leather, but we should avoid the staleness which sets in if a place hasn't been renovated for a while. This staleness pulls the energy level of the house down, and I think Zoya's house needs a renovation to pick up its energy level. Let me know in the comments which part of Zoya's house you liked best and if you agree with me on this reaction. See you next Saturday.